Good morning, good day, and good evening, everybody. I'm Sir Fox, and welcome back to my channel, Sir Fox Gaming. This is the last run, guys. The last run of the day. Oh, I'm done. I fucking did it, man. I fucking did it. This time I did the crazy amount of 2,000 low KURAST runs in one day. And what you just saw was me in huge relief when I was finally done with all the runs. It took 14 hours of non-stop grinding to get through all the 2,000 runs. All these runs was done on player 7 and in hardcore mode. The runes in this video is red because I'm using something called D2R Filter. As always, remember to hit that stupid ass like button. I really appreciate it because I put a lot of time and effort into these videos. But enough talking, guys, let's get into the video and see what I got in these 2,000 runs. Enjoy! And the first drop came after 171 runs. It was a Grand Charm, and this one turned out to be 1 to code skills. The next drop was at run 255. It was the first rune of this video, and it turned out to be a ist rune, so a very nice first rune to get of the day. Over 100 runs later, at run 387, I got my second rune of the day, and it was a pull rune. At run 428 I got my first nice small charm of the day, and this one turned out to be a 1 to 19 to life and lightning resist 10%. That is pretty good. At this point I had completed 507 runs, and the next rune I found was another pull rune. So 500 runs now completed and still no high runes. And another nice small charm dropped at run 569. This one turned out to be 5 faster hit recovery and another one with lightning resist 10%. 11 runs later, at run 580, I got the first Mal rune of the day. With now over 600 runs completed, I found yet another Grand Charm, and this one was pretty nice. It is 1 to lightning skills. Only 4 runs later, I hit the bank with the first high rune of the day at run 626, and what else but a Sir Fox rune. Very, very nice. After that very nice drop, I got another Grand Charm at run 638. This one turned out to be pretty decent with all resistances 13. It took 213 runs before the next item dropped, but it was all worth it because this time an own rune dropped at run 851. At this point I had completed over 900 runs, and at run 932 I got my first rune. 21 runs later I got another skiller, and this one turned out to be a pretty decent one with 1 to combat skills for the barbarian, but only with 7 to life. It would have been very nice if it had more life. At run 961 I found the first Lem rune in these 2,000 runs. At this point I had completed over 1,000 runs, and therefore I was over halfway now in the project, and at run 1077 I found a Lem rune. Yet again I hit the jackpot at run 1102 with another Sir Fox rune. Here we go, guys, the second Sir Fox rune of the day. Only 6 runs later I got yet another rune. It wasn't at the same level as a Sir Fox rune, but this time I got a rune. Let's take a little break from the runes because at run 1122 I found another skiller. This one turned out to be 1-2 elemental skills. It took 152 runs before the next drop, but here we go. Another Sir Fox rune, and this is the third one in these 2000 runs. At run 1334 I found yet another Grand Charm, and this one turned out to be a pretty nice one. It was another Cold Skiller. 114 runs later, at run 1448 another skiller dropped, and this one was 1-2 combat skills for the Paladin. With now over 1500 runs completed, it was starting to get very tough. I found another skiller, and this one it was 1-5 skills, so now I have found one of each for the sorceress. At run 1588 I got yet another very nice rune. It was another Ist rune. At run 1659 I found yet another high rune, and this time it was a Vex rune. At almost 1700 runs, yet another rune dropped, and this one was another Mal rune. 17 runs later, I got another Lem rune. At run 1748, I was so tired and exhausted by doing the same thing over and over and over again for so many hours, so I was so happy when I saw this one, another Sir Fox rune. Let's take a little break from the runes because at run 1865 I found a pretty nice small charm with 20 to life and fire resist 9%. Then at run 1894, getting very close to the end, I found yet another Mal rune. 95 runs later and almost completed with the 2000 runs, I found a gold rune, and that was the first and only one I found in these 2000 runs. And here it is, guys, the result of 2000 low KURAST runs, 4 Lem runes, 2 Pull runes, 2 runes, 3 Mal runes, 2 Ist runes, 1 gold rune, 1 Vex rune, 1 rune, and 4 Sir Fox runes. I don't think I will be doing 2000 runs in one day again because that was very tough to do, but I still want to reach 10,000 runs on hardcore low KURAST, so I still have some runs to do, but I think I will do 1000 to 1500 at a time. But that's all for me this time around, everybody. Thank you very much for watching this video, and until next time, take care and bye bye.